intercession for the transgressors. A reading from the New Testament comes from the book of 2 Corinthians, and it starts there at verse 14 and goes straight through to verse 21. 2 Corinthians chapter 5. Did the sign come off? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice that. Apologize. 1 Corinthians chapter 5, starting at verse 14. For Christ's love compels us, because we are convinced that one died for all, and therefore all died. And he died for all, that those who live should no longer live for themselves, but for him who died for them, and was raised again. So then now, as we are to regard no one from a worldly point of view, though we once regarded Christ in that way, we do so no longer. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has gone and the new has come. All this is from God, who reconciled us to himself through Christ, and gave us the ministry of reconciliation, that God was reconciling the world to himself in Christ, not counting men's sins against them. And he has commanded us the message of reconciliation. We are therefore Christ's ambassadors, as though God were making his appeal through us. We implore you, as Christ, on Christ's behalf, be reconciled to God. God made him who had no sin to be sin for us, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. That ends the reading. I'd like the parents to take the kids and with a little white sheet of paper, if the kids are old enough to write their own stuff on, I want the kids to write down some of the sins that they would like God to forgive them for. Show nobody, or have your mom or older brother or sister write it out for you. You big people, you got a sheet of paper and a pencil. No one's going to see this, but I want you to write down sins that you're putting on the cross tonight, that we're recognizing. But we're going to have the children come up first so I can do the children's sermon. So as soon as they've got it, they don't have to read them out loud. They don't have to tell me what they are. They write down, or have the mom and dad write down what they want. Or if the kid just wants to write it down, and even if it's not spelled right, God can figure it out. And put down the sins that are most troublesome to you, the changes that you want in your life. This is between you and the Lord. It's a thing that we've done one other time, and so I wanted you to be able to do that. The sins that you are asking God to forgive you for. And as the kids finish, they can bring their papers, fold them once, don't make them too small, and come up and take a seat. If I can have my elders come down. One of you take one arm and the other take the other arm. So when they start to nail them, we want them to nail them on the hands and the feet spot, okay? That's where they're going. You can just hang on to it right now and just keep it stable if it needs to be. And Jim, you can go through this and hand kids nails as they come up. Now, if your child doesn't know how to nail and you want to come up as a parent and help them, please feel free. Okay, they're up here to stabilize the cross, and the cross is hard wood, so you're going to have to hammer it good. But all I want you to do is have that paper, and I want you to understand something really important, which a lot of people forget. No nail could ever hold Jesus on a cross. None. They couldn't make a nail big enough or strong enough. But the little nail, whatever size it was that they used, that they put him on that cross with, was not a nail like we think of it, even though it was made out of metal. It was a nail that included my sins. So my sins nailed Jesus to the cross. Okay? So what I want you to do when you're ready, and I'll see if I can find my note. There it is. Grab a little bigger hammer. I want you to come up here, and I want you to hammer your piece of paper onto the cross where his hands and his feet were, or even if the elders help you, up by his head, okay? And if your mom or dad or someone's around to help you, we've got several hammers. No hammering fingers. Otherwise, I'll cry. Okay? Here you go. Come on and grab a hammer. I've got some big ones for the big people, little ones for the little people. If you can put two pieces of paper under one nail,